Women's University, Vijayapura, gives me an immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome on the inaugural function on behalf of Department of Computer Science, who has clubbed all of us for the 3 days international conference on Artificial Intelligence and Soft Computing 2021, which will be going on 11th, 12th and 13th of February in association with CURIE-AI DST, New Delhi. The aim of education is the knowledge, not of facts, but of values. It's on this occasion we get opportunity to test our knowledge and understanding. We're looking forward to get an exposure about what the best of the brain thinks and about this very dynamic issue of artificial intelligence and soft computing. Before we begin, let's start with the prayer song. Prayer is not asking, prayer is putting ourselves in the hands of God. So start with a good thing. We first pray to God to attain some strength and inner peace. With this, may I now request Mrs. Ashwini and team for the prayer song.
ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ನಾನೇಕೆ ಅಂಜಲಿ ನೀ ನನ್ನ ಅಂಬಲಿ ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಕೃತಕ ಬಂಗಾರ ಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಬಾಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡಿವಾರವೇಕೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ಕೃತಕ ಬಂಗಾರ ಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಬಾಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡಿವಾರವೇಕೆ ನೀನಿಟ್ಟ ಕಾಯ ನೀನಿಟ್ಟ ಕಾಯ ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಲೆ ಮಾಯ ಆಗೋದು ಹೋಗೋದು ನಾ ಕಾಣೆನೆ ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ನಾನೇಕೆ ಅಂಜಲಿ ನೀ ನನ್ನ ಅಂಬಲಿ ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಮಾಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮರದಡಿಯೇ ಇಟ್ಟರು ನಾನಂತೂ ನಿನ್ನೆನ್ನಲಾರೆ ಮಾಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಮರದಡಿಯೇ ಇಟ್ಟರು ನಾನಂತೂ ನಿನ್ನೆನ್ನಲಾರೆ ಸಾರಂಗ ಮನಗೆ ಸಾರಂಗ ಮನಗೆ ನೂರಾರು ಬಯಕೆ ಮುಂದಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಸೋದು ನಾ ಕಾಣೆನೆ ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ನಾನೇಕೆ ಅಂಜಲಿ ನೀ ನನ್ನ ಅಂಬಲಿ ನೀಡು ಶಿವ ನೀಡದಿರು ಶಿವ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ ಬಾಗುವುದು ನನ್ನ ಕಾಯ.
Thank you, Ashwini and team, for making a peaceful environment and giving us such a good start. To welcome is to honor, to welcome is to establish integrity. It's time to welcome our guests on the dais. May I now request Professor Ramesh K. Sir from Department of Computer Science to welcome our guests for today's event.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sidhu P. Algur sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Vijayanagar Krishnadevara University, Ballari, and also the chief guest of this 3-day international conference, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Professor B.K. Tulsimala Madam, the respected Registrar Evaluation, Professor P.G. Tarsad sir, Professor Aziz Makandar, Chairman as well as the Organizing Secretary, the Professor P.N. Nagabhushan, who has also just joined online for this 3-day international inaugural function, eminent speakers, the faculty, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor G.G. Rajput, Dean of the Faculty of Commerce, Professor Kamseti sir, the fellow faculty of Science, research scholars, and all postgraduate students. As we all know that artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the workplace of almost all major industries, not only in India, across the globe. The students, research scholars, the researchers, the industrialists, all are leveraging this artificial intelligence trending technology to gain the AI capabilities which relevant to the industrial specific as well as the research specific. According to Gartner, the artificial intelligence will open up almost 2.3 the million jobs in coming future. Almost it is, maybe it is by 2035. So keeping this in mind and having this trending technology and rising demand for the artificial intelligence professionals, the Department of Computer Science has arranged the 3-day international conference, 11th, 12th and 13th. So today is the inaugural day, that is the first day. So to inaugurate this, we have also received our honorable dignitaries on the dais. So today I am pleased to welcome all of them. So to begin with, I welcome the Professor S.P. Algur sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and also today's chief guest and also inaugurator for this the 3-day workshop, 3-day international conference. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university to welcome him, handing a bouquet, Professor to S.P. Algur sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, you are welcome sir. So one more thing, we have our finance officer also with us. I request her to come on stage. Now I welcome our beloved Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor B.K. Tulsimala Madam. You are welcome, Madam. I request the Chairman of the Department, Professor Aziz Makandar, to honor her bouquet and welcome her. And also we have with us, I welcome Professor P.N. Nagabhushan sir, who has joined online. Welcome you sir. And I welcome the respected Registrar Evaluation, Professor P.G. Tarsad sir. I request Dr. Sheetal Rani to welcome him, honoring a bouquet to him. Dr. Sheetal Rani. I also welcome the Chairman of the Department, the Organizing Secretary, the Professor Aziz Makand. I also welcome, just now our finance officer madam has joined, and she is on the stage now. I also welcome her, and I request Dr. Rohini to come on stage and welcome her by honoring a bouquet. I also welcome the Professor Aziz Makandar, the organizing secretary and the chairman of the department. I request Babu Lamani to come on stage and honor him a bouquet and welcome him. I also welcome Professor G.G. Rajput, the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor Kamshetty sir, all the fellow faculties of the Faculty of Science, and also Professor Saukar sir, the Chairman of the Department of Computer Science of Rani Chennamma University, and I also welcome all the eminent speakers, the delegates, and all the postgrad students. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. Once again, welcoming everyone for today's event. Lighting a lamp before a ceremony spreads divine grace. The lamp also shows everyone how to rise upwards and dispel darkness. May I now request all the dignitaries on the dais to join hands in lighting of lamp. They're getting it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you all the dignitaries, and once again thanking all. Encouragement, enthusiasm, excellence is one of the major aspects of the organization. With an object of encouraging the spirit of research and innovations, we feel proud to be part of this 3 days international conference, ICAI-SE 2021. To know more about this conference, may I now request Professor Aziz Makandar, Chairman and Coordinator, DST, CURIE-AI, Department of Computer Science, Karnataka State, Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura. Sir.
A very good morning, all. Chief guest of today's function, Professor S.P. Algur, Vice Chancellor of VSK University, Ballari. Guest of honor, Professor P. Nagbhushan, Director, IIIT, Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. President of today's function and Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Professor B.K. Tulsimala Madam. Professor P.G. Tadsad, Register Evaluation and in charge of Register today, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, deans, chairmen of various departments, faculty members, research scholars, delegates, students, media persons, and ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Soft Computing, ICA-ISC 21, a unique conference aimed at bringing together researchers, scholars, students, and academicians to meet and share ideas and stimulate discussion in the area of artificial intelligence and soft computing. It gives me immense pleasure to extend to all a very warm welcome on behalf of Department of Computer Science. I am delighted to have you all here. Many of you have traveled from the different places of Karnataka and other states. Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, established in the 2003, in the only women's university in the Karnataka dedicated exclusively for women's education. It has been accredited B grade by NAC and also recipient of 4-star in KSR ranking. The Department of Computer Science was established in the year 2007 and 8 and has grown tremendously from modest infrastructure into state-of-art facility with highly qualified faculties. It has well-equipped and up-to-date laboratory facility to meet the demands and requirements of the students and the research scholars in pursue their career. So department offers Master of Computer Science, MSc in Computer Science, Master of Computer Application, which is accredited by AICTE, Postgraduate Diploma in Computer Application, Master of Philosophy, and Doctor of Philosophy programs. So department undertakes research in the broad range of computer science and information technology. It has Apple Laboratory to undertake the research in the areas such as image processing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, pattern recognition, big data analysis, speech recognition, computer network, mobile communication, fiber optic communication, etc. The university has a beautiful campus which is spread across the nearly 282 acres in the historical place of Vijayapur. It has 32 departments covering almost all important disciplines in the higher education. Though these departments with the modern infrastructure and excellent environment, the university has fulfilled in a social commitment and is also leading the young women to face challenges of the 21st century. University also have 2 PG centers, one at Sindhunur and 1 extension center at Urtadi. The Department of Science and Technology, New Delhi, as an action point of artificial intelligence strategy of Niti Ayoga in Kiran Division, DST has started a new component CURIE program for establishment of artificial intelligence laboratory for training and research in the CURIE beneficiary university with the goal of foster AI innovations and set up AI-friendly infrastructure to prepare skilled manpower for AI-based job in future. In the 3 days conference, international conference, we will see the eminent speakers, Professor P. Nagbhushan, IIIT Allahabad, UP, Professor D.S. Guru, University of Mysore, Professor Qazi Azhar, Michigan State University, USA. I am sure their valuable talks will be stimulate to academicians, research scholars, students' interest for further research. For this conference, we have received about 76 papers, out of which 65 papers have been accepted based on the originality and relevance for the publication by the blind review process. These papers cover the area related to artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, image processing, artificial intelligence in bioinformatics, biotechnology and food processing, and many more. So this 65 papers, among these selected papers will be published in the Springer Nature Journal, indexed with the prestigious academic indexing and UGC care list. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the DST for providing fund without which this conference would not have been possible. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for putting light on the conference. May I now request Dr. Renuka Meti, Associate Professor and Chairman, Department of Food Processing and Nutrition, KSW, Vijayapura, to introduce the chief guest of our today's gathering, Professor S.P. Algur Sir, Vice Chancellor, VSK University, Ballari, to our esteemed guests.
Respected Vice Chancellor Madam, today's President of the function, Professor B.K. Tulsimala Madam, distinguished Chief Guest of today's function, Professor Sidhu Algur, Vice Chancellor, Vijayanagar Krishnadevara University, Professor P. Nagabhushan Sir, Director IIIT Ahmedabad, Professor P.G. Tadsar, Registrar Evaluation, Professor Vijaya Shetty Madam, Finance Officer, Professor Aziz Makanda, Chairperson ICAISC 2021, Deans of all the faculties, my fellow staff. Good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce a brief biodata of Professor Sidhu P. Algur, Vice Chancellor, Vijayanagara Sri Krishnadevara University, Bellary. Dr. Sidhu B. Algur is a professor of Department of Computer Science with a vibrant academic career spanning for more than 32 years. Born in Terdal in Bagalkot district of Karnataka in the year 1959 and obtained his Bachelor of Engineering degree from Mysore University, a Master's degree in Engineering from Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad, and PhD from Gulbarga University, Gulbarga. He has served his academic services at many prestigious academic institutes such as SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad, BAB Engineering College and Technology, Hubli, and KLE College of Engineering and Technology, Belagavi, in various capacities. He is currently a professor of computer science with the Department of Computer Science, Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi. His research interests including web mining, extraction of data from web pages, knowledge discovery, and big data analysis. He has many research articles to his credit, which national and international journals and conference proceedings. He has delivered many keynote addresses, special lectures, and invited talks at national and international conferences. Sir has guided PhD students 5 and 2 are pursuing under him. He is a life member of many societies, prestigious societies, few more to mention here. Indian Society for Technical Education, member Computer Science, Computer Society of India, member Institution of Engineers. He has been instrumental in establishing state-of-the-art computer lab funded by VGST, Government of Karnataka, Bangalore. He has also been director, dean, syndicate, and academic council member at Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi. He has served as a member of academic council members of various other prestigious institutions of India and universities. He was assigned with the responsibilities of Chief Coordinator, PGCET 2014, and for MBA and MC admissions, Government of Karnataka. He served as a registrar of Rani Chennamma University, Belagavi, where he has superheaded administrative reforms and innovations. Few to mention, under his supervision, the university has established Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Research Chair, Rani Chennamma Research Chair, Sangolli Rayanna Research Chair, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Research Chair. As a registrar, he has participated in initiation, planning, exhibition, and developmental work such as construction of various buildings at Rani Chennamma University. He is also responsible for getting UGC funds worth 2 crores for the developmental work and also implemented same successfully. He has played a key role in establishing PG Center at Jamkandi for the benefit of rural students. In 2019, he has taken over the charge as Vice Chancellor of Vijayanagara Sri Krishnadevara University, Bellary. So very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation and gracing the function. Nowadays, the Vijayapura is having a very chill, but we will definitely give you a warm welcome, madam. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a privilege to have you with us today. Thank you and welcome you once again, sir. May I now invite Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Giri, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, to introduce guest of honor of today's gathering, Professor P. Nagbhushan, Director, IIIT Allahabad, to esteemed audience. Sir.
Good morning to all dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. I feel happy to introduce Professor P. Nagbhushan, the Director at IIIT Allahabad, to this August gathering. Professor P. Nagbhushan, born on 4th May 1958, he was a National Merit Scholar throughout his graduate and postgraduate studies. He completed his BE in the year 1980, subsequently MTech in the year 1983 and PhD in the year 1988. He started his professional career as a lecturer in SJ College of Engineering, Mysuru, immediately after completing his MTech in the year 1983. Subsequently elevated to the higher levels and became professor in the year 1994. He visited Japan as invited professor, to the France as visiting professor while serving the SJ College of Engineering, Mysuru. He joined the University of Mysuru as a professor in the year 1996. He served there in many academic and administrative capacities. To quote a few, he was the Dean Faculty of Science and Technology in the University of Mysuru, Director of PMEB Board, Chief Nodal Officer for the Choice-Based Credit Pattern Continuous Assessment Education System in the University of Mysuru, etc., etc. Professor has successfully completed many research projects, among them Indo-French research project on symbolic data analysis, DRDO research project on dimensionality reduction, MHRD Industry Institute research project on stock cutting, AICT research project on parallel computing, ICMR research project on classifying Alzheimer and Parkinson diseases, UGC research project on postal automation, UGC innovative project for research in cognition and recognition, UP's project to establish high performance computing, SAP assignment to enhance research in pattern recognition and image processing. These are major funded projects apart from minor research projects. He has successfully guided 28 students for their PhD degrees. At present, 5 are working with him. He has published more than 500 research papers, and total citation as of May 2017 are 1,813. His H index is 20, I-10 index is 52. For this excellent research career of Professor P. Nagbhushan sir, he is honored with many awards and fellowships. Some of them I am going to quote. He is a fellow of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. He is a fellow of Institution of Engineers, IST visiting professor, Outstanding Academician and Research Award in appreciation of lifetime contribution to the field of computer science and engineering. IEEE Award in appreciation of lifetime contribution to the field of signal and image processing. One of his sponsored project by ISRO on dimensionality reduction was regarded as the top project of the year. Lifetime Achievement Award for Outstanding Achievement, Global Leadership and Dedicated Service to the field of image processing and pattern recognition. With this brief introduction of a gigantic academician, Professor P. Nagbhushan, I conclude with a big thanks to the organizer for giving me this opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful introduction. Now, let's join hands in releasing of conference proceedings in the form of CDs and books. May I now request our today's chief guest, Professor S.P. Algu, sir, to release the conference proceedings for International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Soft Computing 2021. May I request all the dignitaries on the dais to join the hands, please. Thank you all the dignitaries on the dais. May I now request Professor B. Kurisheti Ma'am, Finance Officer, KSW Vijayapura, to address our gathering.
Good morning to all. Chief guest of this international conference, Professor S.P. Algur, Vice Chancellor, VSK University, Bellary. President of this conference, Professor Tulsi Mala, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Women's University. Guest of honor, Professor Nagbhushan, Professor Tadsat, Registrar Evaluation, Professor Aziz Makandar, Chairman, Department of Computer Science, all my esteemed colleagues, all the research scholars, students and invitees. First of all, I wish to congratulate the Department of Computer Science for organizing such a wonderful international conference sponsored by the DST CURIE project. Professor Aziz Makandar and his team has put a lot of efforts for months together to organize this prestigious international conference. The department is encouraging research environment in the university by providing funds to the other departments also to organize workshops and seminars, not only in the science faculty, even in the social science faculty also, they are encouraging to develop research in the new field of artificial intelligence. I wish all the participants will participate actively and contribute great things to the development of new arenas to focus in the field of artificial intelligence. Thank you. Once again, I congratulate the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging words. May I now request Professor Tadsat Sir, Registrar Evaluation, KSW Vijayapura, to address our today's gathering.
Respected Chief Guest of the Day, Professor S.P. Algur, President of the function and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor B.K. Tulsi Mala, Guest of Honor, Professor Nagbhushan, Finance Officer, Professor Vijayapura, Organizing Secretary, Dr. Aziz Makandar, Deans of all the faculties, my fellow teachers, delegates, invitees and students. It is a pleasant surprise for me to be part of this inaugural function. As a student, I had heard the word artificial intelligence way back in 1990, student of library and information science. Since then, many changes, many significant revolutionary changes have taken place, and particularly after the emergence of WWW. There is no field left where artificial intelligence has not made its implications. Sincere thanks to Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, for introducing a wonderful program like CURIE for enhancing the infrastructural facilities and supporting and motivating the teaching and learning process of science faculties of the Women's University in India. In the first phase, we were lucky enough to be sanctioned with a huge amount by which we had built the infrastructure of many of our science faculties. The result of which is we have got this project which is sanctioned to the university, and aptly it is on the trending edging technology, the artificial intelligence. As part of this project, already many webinars, seminars, workshops, symposia have been conducted not only by the science departments, across all the faculties. be it is social science, arts, commerce and management, education. Different departments under various faculties have already organized different seminars, workshops, and come out with various approaches in the utilization of these artificial intelligence. As part of this and as part of the host department, the Department of Computer Science has come out with an apt theme, applications of artificial intelligence, particularly in the soft computing. Computing itself is soft, but making it more soft using the artificial technology. And all of us are the beneficiaries. Without our knowledge, all of us are using it. And I was just going through the schedule, and there is no area in which contributors are not there from this field. Let's hope the eminent speakers, the inaugural addresser, the paper presenters will certainly contribute a lot and fill all the delegates' domain area with more of AI and motivate our youngsters to take up AI for their research activity and build their career. I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to talk to you for a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now it's time to felicitate our esteemed guests. May I now request all the dignitaries on the dais to welcome our today's chief guest, Professor S.P. Algur, sir, for the inaugural function on behalf of CURIE-AI 2021 from Department of Computer Science. I request everyone to please join hands. May I request Professor B.K. Tulsi Mala, ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, to accept the felicitation on behalf of Department of Computer Science. Ma'am, please. Thank you all the dignitaries on the dais. May I now invite Professor P. Nagbhushan, sir, Director, IIIT Allahabad, to connect us online and address the gathering. Sir. Sir.
Good morning to all of you. Am I visible?
Yes. Yes, sir, you're visible, sir.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
I'll hold
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Okay.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So good morning to all of you.
Am I audible?
Professor Tulsi Mala, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Algu, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Sister University, Karnataka. And I'm very pleased to state that we are all contemporary colleagues. And Aziz Makandar, who has been organizing this, I'm very, very pleased to be associated with the inauguration of this particular conference on artificial intelligence of computing. Is there a noise over? Okay.
Yes.
Today is a very interesting day. Today is the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. And today, this day recognized the day. Your esteemed university, the university meant for women's education, has been organizing this particular conference at the high end. It's a very high profile, high end subject in science application, the artificial intelligence and soft computing. Therefore, I, Tulsi Mala, in choosing this particular day, maybe this day might have been chosen coincidentally, but this day is a very particular day of greater value to your university, the university, Women University. And on this day, this international conference on artificial intelligence and soft computing has been arranged. Professor Algu himself is from computer science area, and Professor Tulsi Mala is from economics, but economics is also an important science. And Professor Algu would be perhaps speaking more about the importance of artificial computing. Since I'm going to speak during the keynote on some different aspects of artificial intelligence, all the success, and it is great that you have been able to think subject of happy that Mala over community.
It's network connection. Network connection. Reconnect. ಅದು ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಗೆ network connection. There is a problem of network connectivity, so sir will be joining us shortly. Sir, let's continue. Next. Okay. Okay, fine. So I guess there is a problem in connectivity, so sir will be joining us shortly. Meanwhile, may I now invite Professor S.P. Algur sir on the stage to address the gathering. So.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. A very good morning. I think another 2 minutes we have still. I can call it as a very good morning to all of you. The president ಹಾಗೂ ಸಹೋದರಿಯಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ B.K. Tulsimala, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, Professor P. Nagbhushan, Director IIIT, Allahabad. If I'm not wrong, he is the mentor for most of us in the field of computer science. And Professor Tadasar, the Registrar Evaluation, as well as the today's Registrar, the Finance Officer of the esteemed university, my close friend, Professor Aziz Makandar, the General Chair of this 3 days international conference on artificial intelligence and soft computing, which has been organized in association with DST CURE, and my other friends, Professor Ramesh K, Professor Rajput, Professor Saukar from RSU, the deans of the various faculty, the faculty of the Department of Computer Science and the faculty of the other departments of this esteemed university, all the research scholars across the country and the globe who are participating offline as well as online, and my dear student friends. At the outset, it gives me an immense pleasure to inaugurate the International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Soft Computing. I congratulate Professor Aziz Makandar and his team for selecting a very relevant topic of the today's context, and which will enlighten all the research scholars, delegates, and the student fraternity of not only computer science as well as the allied courses as well. In the initial remarks, as Professor Ramesh said, that in future the technology what is going to stay is the artificial intelligence. I do endorse his views, and even as per the Microsoft reports, it also says that the next generation of the job seeker need to get exposed and get expertise in the field of artificial intelligence as well as the soft computing. Friends, first thing is, why the various universities and the institution of higher learning do organize these kind of conferences and the workshops. Especially in the recent emerging trends in any field of science as well as the social science. It is to know and exchange the ideas, the works, what is being carried out at other different places. Otherwise, we may not be able to refer all the literature in spite of the today's technology. A person who is sitting at the remote place may be doing a wonderful work, and if he can come and share or present the work what is being carried out by him, might inspire or might help the other research students or the other research community who are working in the similar area. So therefore, it is always very essential to organize the conferences of national as well as international reputes at the regular intervals, so that all of us can meet on 1 or 2 or 3 days at a particular place and exchange our academic developments, what we have been carrying out since last few years, and which will definitely give us a way forward to go ahead and carry out the quality research. Having said all these things, as I said, the conference topic is very apt in the today's relevance, that is artificial intelligence and soft computing. Friends, if you look into the various apps that are available in the today's market or in the today's electronic gadgets, which each one of us are using and then familiar. For example, to quote, starting from Siri, the Apple's app, which I think most of the younger generation might be using it. And another one is the very popular Alexa. Then it could be Tesla, or it could be Google Assistant, or it could be self-driving cars, or it could be ride-sharing cabs or cars, like it could be Uber or Ola. What has made all these very relevant and meaningful and useful to the community? It is the AI, that is, it is the artificial intelligence makes the business intelligent as well as smarter. If AI could not have gone to that level, the various apps what we are using, today we are talking about a car without a driver. How it is possible? One of the most important thing, I don't know how many of you are aware about it. Have you ever imagined how the cab booking app estimates the price of your ride even before you take it? We book the cab, it could be Ola or it could be Uber. The moment we book, we will come to know that what could be the price from the source to the destination. How does that calculation happens? If it is a sharing basis, the cost could be different. If it is single, the cost could be different. And by following which particular path, if he reaches the destination, what could be the cost, and then so on. All that is possible by what? Friends, all that is possible through the artificial intelligence as well as the soft computing. So therefore, for that, one need to understand and know what an artificial intelligence is and how it works. That is very essential. It's a very elementary. I don't have to say what an artificial intelligence is, because most of people who are sitting here, I believe and assume that you belong to the computer science fraternity, so probably you are aware. It is the science, or more precisely, it is the broad computer science, deals with making machine intelligence like human. What does it mean? It means that the machines, what we are using and what we are going to use, are going to behave, are going to think, are going to take the decision the way human beings are going to do it. But is it, or does it mean that all these devices, are they going to replace the humankind? Or is it that the machines are thinking in the same way what the humans are thinking and what the humans are taking the decisions? I believe and understand that there is a difference in human intelligence as well as the machine intelligence. What is that difference? As you know that whatever the decision we take, how those decisions are. Whenever we take a decision, most of the times our decisions are based on consciousness and emotional. I think you agree with me. Most of the times, may not be 100 times, most times, at least whatever the decisions we take, our decisions are conscious decisions. If not, all the decisions are emotionally. But does your machine also does the same way? Does it consciously and emotionally take the decision, whatever the so-called intelligent machines, what we are witnessing and what we are going to witness? Definitely not. In this process, I find a small difference between these two things. We as a human being, the decision what we take, always we consider, or it is true that the decisions are quality in nature, are good quality decisions. Okay, you might debate whether the decision taken by all of us, are they a quality one? In that particular context, the decision what you have taken is definitely a quality decision. It may not be a quality decision to the person who is next to you or who is opposite to you. But to take that decision, what is the amount of time you take? How quickly you take? That matters. Generally, when we are taking any decision with consciousness and with emotion, the time taken is definitely more, and because of that, our decisions are quality in nature. Friends, the other way, when you look into the machine intelligence, machine takes the decision very quickly as compared to human being, because there is no consciousness, there is no emotionality. And because of that, the decision what is being taken by the machine is not a quality decision. That is the major difference. But however, in our day-to-day life, it is not necessary that always we need to have a quality decisions in certain areas of applications. Okay. But there are certain applications wherein the quicker decisions are more essential rather than the quality decisions. That is where the artificial intelligence comes into picture. And that is where the research community or the people who are working in artificial intelligence have to develop or come out with their ideas, right? How precise or how quality decisions are you going to make? If the machine has to take a quality decision like a human being or closer to the human being, it basically depends upon what is the quality of the data we are going to give it to. If the quality of the data is good, in that case, the human intelligence decision is most of the times good. If the quality of the data is not good, in that case, the decision may not be that good. So therefore, it is not only the quality of data, along with the quality of data, with what data, the system what you have developed or the system what you are going to develop, you are going to train it. Basically, artificial intelligence system works on machine learning. So if it has to be a machine learning, you need to train your machine. The training of the machine depends upon on what type of quality data you are going to train that particular system. Therefore, the quality of the data plays as well as the training of the data also play vital role in taking the machine, intelligent machine's decision. For that, it is always better to have the contextual, all type of contextual data in order to take a better as well as the quality data. If you ask me what happens if the data is fuzzy in nature, if the data is incomplete, in such a situation, the machine is not a good decision maker. Or we say that the machine is not as intelligent as that of the human being. If the data is fuzzy in nature, if the data is incomplete, sometimes if the data is incomplete, do you take a decision or not? How do you take a decision? Based upon certain predictions, based upon certain inconsciousness, we take a decision. But that doesn't happen with the intelligent machines. So therefore, if the fuzziness and the incomplete, so therefore in that case, they cannot think and they will not be able to interpret the fuzzy and the incomplete data. Based on that, the human interference is much better as compared to the machine. Friends, as mentioned by Aziz as well as Ramesh, the application of AI is in countless areas. It could be healthcare, it could be finance, it could be automotive, or it could be data streaming to analyze complex as well as the big data. And more precisely, when I say big data, and most of the times the big data are real time in nature. As you are all aware, in most of all these applications, the data whatever we get in real time, all the data are streamed with time. It is a continuous data which is coming to the system. Any data which is coming continuously to this system, in that case, rather than human, the computer intervention is more essential, because you need to take the decisions very quickly rather than thinking and taking. So therefore, I find that artificial intelligence plays a vital role, or the various challenges to the researchers applying artificial intelligence to the big data in order to take a quick and to the maximum extent the correct decisions. You can also consider the IoTs, that is Internet of Things. The IoT application also we can find in most of the applications. It could be agriculture, it could be healthcare, it could be industrial automation, and it could be traffic monitoring or fleet management, hospitality, and all those things. In all these applications, we always observe that the data is real in nature and the data is coming or the data is streaming continuously. And in such a case, we may have to do many tasks, or the machine has to do many tasks and then take a decision. Such as, first, whatever the data which is coming continuously or the streaming data, that need to be analyzed, that need to be predicted, and based upon the analyzation and the prediction, the machine, based on the intelligence, it need to take a decision. So therefore, I consider that there are a lot of research challenges and the issues that are available in these aspects. Therefore, to build an intelligent system, the predicate model to good and quality decisions, the quality data and the quick decisions and the correct decisions, that is very essential. All that is possible provided with the artificial intelligence and with the big data and the tools of the big data, such as it could be Hadoop or it could be map reducing and then many more things. Friends, I'm sure that the next 3 days, lot of deliberations will be taking place on these areas. Many speakers who are going to share their experience and their work, what they have done on this area. Many research articles. I'm very happy to note and congratulate that a very good number of papers have received by the organizers, and they have thoroughly scrutinized and selected 63 articles. I feel proud and honor also to release the proceedings as well as the CD which has come out, and it is not an easy task, especially bringing out the proceedings, editing all the articles which are received from the various research students, checking its plagiarism. It's a very tedious task. I think Aziz and his team are been working since last 2-3 months. So we should congratulate him for doing all these tasks very efficiently and wish him all the best that next 3 days you will have a lot of takeaways from this particular international conference. With these few initial remarks, I thank especially the organizers and my sister, the Tulsi Mala, she was with me nearly 1.5 years, and I'm very proud that the VSKU Ballari, one of his officers, has been sent as a Vice Chancellor of this university. The university is blessed that you have got a very good Vice Chancellor. I'm also sure and confident that she is very capable professor and the Vice Chancellor. In her next 4-year tenure, definitely this university will find a lot of developmental initiatives, and wishing all the best to the organizers and wishing all the best to the Vice Chancellor. And I thanking the organizers for giving me an opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your deep knowledge about artificial intelligence and its application in various fields which are used in day-to-day life, which will be included for research and innovative works. Thank you so much, sir, once again, for your deep knowledge. Now, Professor P. Nagbhushan, sir, Director, IIIT Allahabad, is joining us to address the gathering. Yes, sir, he is joining. Please connect him.
Yeah, connecting.
Welcome you once again, sir. Yes, he is on call. Yes. Oh, he is not audible. Video is there. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Welcome you once again, sir.
So at what time,
Yes.
am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ unmute.
Wait here.
ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Please check.
ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. नहीं. Click it. Your entire screen.
Yes.
Share करना है.
Sir, start.
इसमें ना करके क्या? Share. No. Is that visible? My screen, is that visible?
Yes.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible. Tell no. Yeah, you just tell. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ unmute ಮಾಡಿ.
Stop sharing.
Excuse me.
Share. No, it's true. Yes.
Hello. Hello. Call that.
Oh, yeah. All of it.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Okay, but is the screen visible? Is the screen visible?
Sir, kindly share its screen once again, sir.
Hello, Aziz. Okay, you complete the function. You complete the function and then call me. Okay. I'm getting late, but okay, you complete it. Yes, after that I call you.
Yes.
Call करेंगे.
It gives me an immense pleasure
तो शेयरिंग स्टॉप कर देता हूँ.
to extend a special thanks on behalf of Department of Computer Science to Professor P. Nagbhushan sir and Professor P.S. Algur sir for being there as an academic support for all the activities that we conducted in our department, like NCC SIT 2017. That was the national conference on 3rd and 4th March in computer science and information technology, and many workshops and other activities in our department. So special thanks on behalf of Department of Computer Science for sir. Thank you so much, sir, for being there. Thank you so much. May I now request our Professor B.K. Tulsimala Ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, to please deliver the presidential remarks for the inaugural function.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಸಿದ್ದು ಪಿ ಅಲ್ಗೂರ್ರವರೇ, ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು, ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣದೇವರಾಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ನಾಗಭೂಷಣ್ರವರೇ, ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು IIIT ಅಲಹಾಬಾದ್, ವೇದಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ಕುಲಸಚಿವರಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ತಡಸದ್ರವರೇ, ಹಣಕಾಸು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾದ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ವಿಜಯ ಕೋರಿಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರೇ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಜೀಜ್ ಮಕಂದರ್ರವರೇ, ವಿವಿಧ ನಿಕಾಯಗಳ ಡೀನರೇ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಸಾಹುಕಾರ್ರವರೇ, ವಿವಿಧ ವಿಭಾಗಗಳ ಬೋಧಕ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಇಂಥ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಗಣಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ಇಡೀ ತಂಡವನ್ನು ಹಾರ್ದಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ವಿಶೇಷ ಏನಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹಿಂದಿನ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯವಾದ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣದೇವರಾಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಕುಲಪತಿಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದು, ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಅಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಜೊತೆ ನನಗೆ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕವಾಗಿ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಗೂರ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಸಂವೇದನಾಶೀಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಬಹಳ ದಕ್ಷ ಆಡಳಿತಗಾರರು. 1.5 ವರ್ಷ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಲಿಯೋದು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಅವರನ್ನು ಸಂವೇದನಾಶೀಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಅವರು ಪ್ರತಿ ಬಾರಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಸಂಬೋಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗನೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಹೋದರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕ ಸಂಬಂಧನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕ ಸಂಬಂಧ, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇದನ್ನು ಮೀರಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ವಾಸನೆನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಸ್ತಾವಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿ, ಇದು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಭೆಯ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆನ ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಇದೆ, ಅನುಮತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸಿ ನಾನು ಮುಂದುವರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. It is a very well known fact that the main aim of the conference is to bring together scientists, eminent academia, researchers and also industrialists to a common platform to share and also to present their latest research results in the area of artificial intelligence and also soft computing. And this kind of events, academic events, they also facilitate to promote and also to encourage communication and further interaction among researchers, practitioners and also young researchers working in the areas. As observed by our chief guest, Professor Siddu P. Algur, there are many takeaways from this international conference. It is a very well-known fact that now artificial intelligence, it has become all-pervasive. It has tremendous impact on all walks of life. Artificial intelligence related innovations and also related technological advances, they have far-reaching implications for all sectors of the economy as well as society. It is a very well-known fact that this kind of artificial intelligence and machine learning related technological advances, they reduce human effort, they reduce human error, but at the same time, they have significant impact on efficiency, productivity, accuracy and speed, and particularly decision-making component. So what I mean to say that this artificial intelligence, it gives superpowers to humans. As As a result, we are using artificial intelligence and related technologies extensively and intensively, and we are also exploring new avenues for wider applications of this kind of technologies. And as a student of economics, I have noted that nowadays, this kind of technologies, they are getting cheaper, mainly in terms of computation power and also tools. So this artificial intelligence, it has become the toast of every technology-driven activity, and it has given a massive amount of opportunities for transformation. What I mean to say that, so it can lead to paradigm shifts in almost all activities and all sectors of the society and economy. And this artificial intelligence, it has recreated the whole world. We are reimagining the whole world with the inclusion of this artificial intelligence. So as this artificial intelligence transcends beyond human capabilities, we have to ensure that this artificial intelligence and related technologies, so they are working as expected and they produce the desired outcomes. So this artificial technology and related technological advancements, they have to complement human capabilities and they should help humankind to reach a new paradigm. I hope that this seminar will deliberate, discuss, and also contemplate about the application of artificial technology in new contours, in newer applications, and at the same time, it will also contemplate with respect to its articulations for, its implications for governance, economy, society. What I mean to say is that this artificial intelligence has to be complemented with human intelligence, social intelligence, as well as economic intelligence. So or else this artificial intelligence can simply transcend human welfare and regulation can become a serious challenge. So I hope, with this fond hope, I say that, so this conference, it will deliberate on these kind of issues and it will come out with very meaningful contemplations in order to shape, in order to regulate, in order to monitor artificial intelligent technologies for the optimization of human welfare. So with this fond hope, I thank the organizers for this opportunity, and I would like to thank Professor Sidhu P. Algur, Honorable Vice Chancellor of VSK University, Ballari, for his gracious presence. So once again, I thank all of you and all the very best.
Thank you very much, ma'am. As the flow goes, we are at the end of the inaugural function. May I now request Dr. Sheetal Rani Kavle, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, participant delegates, and my dear students. It says, the one that starts will ends too. It's my privilege to propose vote of thanks. To begin with the first, I would like to thank the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, for providing this opportunity to conduct international conference on artificial intelligence and soft computing. And also, I would like to thank Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University for providing platform for this conference. Of course, there are many prominent experts behind this ongoing international conference, and I take this opportunity to thank them on behalf of our science faculty team. Here, it's our pleasure to have two honorable vice chancellors and one IIIT director to grace this opening ceremony with their presence. To begin with, first, I would like to express our sincere thanks to Honorable Chief Guest, Professor S.P. Algur, Vice Chancellor, VSK University, Ballari, for his guest remark and sharing his innovative thoughts with us. Thank you, sir. In addition, we are grateful to Honorable President Professor B.K. Tulsimala, Vice Chancellor of Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, for providing encouragement to conduct this international conference. Thank you, Madam. I am very grateful to our esteemed guest of honor, Professor P. Nagbhushan, Director, IIIT Allahabad, for sharing his expert view speech on this ongoing international conference and joining us online. Thank you, sir. I extend my thanks to Professor Saukar, RCUB, for his presence. Thank you, sir. Well, such an event cannot happen overnight. Wheels start rolling around a couple of months ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be supported by a team of very motivated and dedicated senior colleagues from our university. So I would like to thank Professor R. Sunandamma, Registrar, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, for her support. Thank you, Madam. Professor P.G. Tadsad, Registrar Evaluation, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, for his guidance and support. Thank you, sir. Professor Kori Shetty, Madam, Finance Officer, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, Vijayapura, for her hard work. Thank you, ma'am. Professor G.G. Rajput, Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, for his dedicated guidance and support. Thank you, sir. Professor Aziz Makandar, Coordinator of DST CURIE-AI and Chairman, Department of Computer Science, Karnataka State Akkamahadevi Women's University, for organizing this ongoing international conference. Thank you, sir. Now, the team, Professor Ramesh, Dr. Renukamiti, Dr. Prashant, Dr. Babu Lamani, Dr. Giri, Dr. Sheetal Rani, Dr. Shweta, Dr. Joy, Dr. Rohini, Dr. Natrasa, Dr. Savita, Miss Jennifer, and all the team of research scholars of the science block and their students and all non-teaching staff with ICT cell. Thank you one and all. I extend my thanks to other departments, deans, seniors, and colleagues for their presence to motivate us. Thank you, everyone. Last, but the most important, I thank all the participant delegates for joining us to make this international conference working smoothly. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. I would also welcome all the delegates, faculty members and students. A very warm welcome to one and all for first day of International Conference on Artificial Intelligence and Soft Computing. Welcome you all. Thank you one and all. Thank you. Yes, announcement is. I request everyone to please stay back for the announcement. After this, the session will resume. The first session will resume. Now it's time for the tea break. I would request all our delegates to move towards the corridor as tea is waiting.